We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
Yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Great 15. Great 15.
Shotgun handoff to Thompson. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Cowboys and Eagles, of course, such a great rivalry. Last year, the Cowboys got the better of the Eagles both times that they met, with Philly coming off their Super Bowl title. But in weeks 10 and 14, it was Dallas beating Philly by a single possession.
Here we go. Here we go. 180.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety.
Go.
Safety's creeping.
Quick dash. Come 6-6. Pull it hard.
Check 50.
Other side. Solid.
On second down, it's Thompson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Wentz. Got a man out of the backfield. It's Chris Thompson. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
And an Eagle first down.
Here we go. Back man. Waiting.
Check 53. Let's go.
This is the former Nittany Lion, the rookie Miles Sanders. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. He got 29 yards that time. go with the keeper. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Another shot from the one on second and goal. Covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
This is third and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. They'll look to throw here. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Watson on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, here's Watson. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with Elliott. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Now on 2nd and 13. Watson escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
He was brought down by Avery Williamson. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. Here's Jackson. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
First down, Philadelphia.
On the double. 53. Check 53. Hey,
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 13, and a first down for Philadelphia.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On second down, it's Thompson, and he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Oh, he's going to let it go for the end zone as his guys are in for 6. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Next to score, Eagles 14. Cowboys nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
It's a gain of 4.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brandon Graham drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The Eagles.
Don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Thompson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
53, check 53.
On first down, Sanders.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Second down and inches. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 30.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Got 4 down. Switch. Okay.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes his second. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Now back to throw. And Jeffrey's got it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Call that a very strong gain of 24. This quarterback now a perfect 5 of 5 since taking over. They haven't missed a beat. 1st and 10. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Draw play, Elliott. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
At the 46-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try the air now with Watson. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Cooper was the intended target. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
On the draw, here's Sanders. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense.
Last run got 7.
Mike 53. I got you. I got you.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. This quarterback now a perfect 6 for 6 since taking over. Can't ask for better than that. 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll run. It's Sanders. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now a carry for Sanders. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Mike. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Dallas offense right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Let's get moving, guys."
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Nickel Roby-Coleman, a sack off the corner.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Nickel Roby-Coleman there defensively.
You know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On first down, Sanders. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. Watch the safety creep.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Another run here with Sanders. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now a run with a fullback Johnson. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
But you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. They'll run with Sanders, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. To Thompson on the draw. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with on third down. It's Sanders, and they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at fourth down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Let's go.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Sanders. And an alley to run. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20. And an Eagle
Check 26.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders, and he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. They said their goal was to win 7 games. They've done that pretty early in the year.
I think it's time for them to elevate that number and really make a big push to finish this season strong.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from AT&T Stadium.